Hello everybody and welcome to ASU, Arizona State University, home of the Sun Devils. So I was recently invited to a panel where the topic is preparing students with disabilities for college, what students wish they had known. That inspired me to make this little video for you to introduce you to ASU and what it's like to be a student with sensory disabilities on this campus and what I wish I had known when I first started here. So I hope this is helpful for you. If you have photosensitive epilepsy, there are definitely some segments in this video where you'll want to look away. Here we are at ASU. It's a beautiful campus. First day of classes, fall 2024, August 22nd. It's a Thursday. That building right behind us wasn't here last semester. It's the brand new building that Student Accessibility and Inclusive Learning Services is in. And then behind us there's the Hayden Library. That building was recently remodeled. It's very nice in there. That's where I spent most of my time for reasons I'll explain. Okay, we're on the third floor. This is where the fun is. 3D printers. Now, I wouldn't recommend spending too much time around here, and I'll show you in a second why, but there is more cool stuff up here. We're on the corner of the Hayden Library, and right behind us, that's Memorial Union. That's where you can eat healthy lunch, if you find the right place. And people probably have no idea that they're eating lunch sitting in strobe light. Yeah. Okay, listen. So we're at the Pod Market. We're so excited for a healthy lunch. And so this is where you can find a portobello sandwich. At least last semester you could, so that it's not there anymore. Oh, but they have a vegan chicken ranch something. So you can buy this half sandwich for $9.19. That's a steal. So now this place is Creativity Commons, and we have Dreamscape Learn here at ASU, where you can learn through exploration, not just memorization. Let me show you what that's like. This is their seated experience. So they have a bunch of VR headsets in here and joysticks, and you can do classes in virtual reality, and it's really neat. When you have the headset on, then you don't even see that the lights in the room flicker and that you're exposed to strobe light continuously while you're sitting in the class. And now I'm starting to struggle to talk already, and you'll learn why. And if you come out of class and you think, hey, that wasn't enough strobe light yet, ASU provides for all of that. You could have the strobe light experience as you were walking past the engineering buildings. So now we're at the Schwada building. That's the one right behind us here, this brick building with the ramps going up. And this is the building where I had the seizure last semester. Let's go in there. I want to show you some Christmas lights. This is my favorite hallway right here, and it leads to room 286, and that's my favorite room because it has a video projector that doesn't flicker. It's the only one I've been able to find on campus. So if ASU were to change the light bulbs in the room so that those don't flicker, then I could actually attend class in that room because the projector doesn't flicker. So with this elevator repair going on here, there's a fan in there, and when you look at it, it looks like the blade rotates really slowly, like when you see like car rims in a video on TV or something. It's like the same phenomenon, right? Except you get that in real life, and then that's how people get their hands chopped off. So in construction, you definitely don't want to use strobe light, right, for that reason. So like nobody would do that, right? Exactly. You can tell it's getting a little warm now, right? Because it's August, we're in Arizona. It's 12:45 p.m. We're at the Engineering Center G. It's a workshop with like a whole bunch of tools, like drills and whatnot. And I mean, we know, like we said earlier, around rotating parts and tools, you definitely wouldn't use flickering lights. This is Durham Hall, and Durham Hall was recently remodeled from I think 2019 to 2022. A 3-year project, $65 million budget, and now it's like brand new. Everything's nice in there. And so the reason they remodeled is because they found health hazards in there, like asbestos, faulty plumbing, and like, you know, things that you probably don't want to be around as a student or employee. And so they fixed that. $65 million bucks, and now this building is safe for people to go into, has no more health hazards. I think, I'm not sure. As a lot of people know that have spent time in the area, ASU is repeatedly ranked #1 in innovation and then also sustainability and global impact. You know what they're not repeatedly ranked #1 in, but they would if there was a ranking? Flickr, because it's freaking everywhere. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. We're in a new place that I haven't been to before, and it is the School of Human Evolution and Social Change. And what they're here to tell us is that adventure awaits. And for me, this semester, adventure definitely awaits. Because since December 2022, for almost 2 years, I've been begging ASU to fix the frickin' flicker from the projectors and the lights in the classrooms and office spaces and labs and everywhere, so that people don't get seizures or migraines or headaches or whatever other symptoms from the lights and projectors that are scientifically proven to pose a hazard to human health. And ASU decided that it's easier to just pretend like there's no problem and try to get me out of the PhD program, because then nobody is left to complain about it, because the problem is invisible and nobody else complains, right? Because people don't know this is happening to them. Anyway, it's going to be an interesting adventure that awaits me and ASU during this upcoming semester that starts today. So here we go. So right here it says ASU is a comprehensive public research university measured not by whom it excludes, but by whom it includes and how they succeed, advancing research and discovery of public value and assuming fundamental responsibility for the economic, social, cultural, and overall health of the communities it serves. This building behind us is Core Hall, and Core Hall is where the Speech and Hearing Science department is, and that's where I'm in the PhD program, Speech and Hearing Science, Auditory and Language Neuroscience. They're part of the College of Health Solutions, where people care about health. And most of the College of Health Solutions is on the downtown campus, where I have a class tonight, Research Statistics in the Exercise and Wellness department. And it's in the Mercado Center, and we're not going to go there because everything there flickers and I don't want to go back there. So I'm just going to have to show you some brief excerpts from yesterday when I was there. That'll get the point across, right? We're on the second level of Core Hall, and here and on the third level is where a lot of the faculty for my program are. And then right here, you can find out about research opportunities, like when they're looking for participants for experiments, for example. And then if you need a sensory break, you can just go to the bathroom, right? So this is the bathroom on the second floor of Core Hall. And it is very well lit. What's happening now is that I start feeling eye strain. And then you may have noticed that my lips and tongue are doing weird things, and that my speech is getting stuck, and that I'm closing my eyes repeatedly, because it is very difficult to concentrate now, and this will continue. And so then I start getting this weird sensation in my stomach. The noise from the HVAC system is also getting to me slowly, so it's hard to pinpoint what the trigger is, if it's the flickering light or the white noise or whatever from the airflow. And then what will happen if I let it build further is my saliva will get all foamy with tiny little bubbles, and I think at that point I think people would be able to identify what's going on, because to most people it's not obvious with the symptoms I'm currently experiencing. Okay, here we are in my car, doing significantly better because I'm here with my seizure and migraine recovery kit, consisting of Harmless Harvest coconut water, yerba mate, V8 low sodium, and body armor. So that is what I wish I had known before I started here at ASU. For you, if you have a sensory disability, if you're sensitive to flicker, if you have seizures or migraines or anything in that direction, just get yourself a flicker tester. Figure out which rooms have flicker, both from the lights and from the projection surfaces, and just put in a request with sales so that they don't assign you to those rooms and move the classes. Maybe they'll change the light bulbs or the projectors, but I've been asking for that for 2 years and they don't think that's a priority, because apparently I'm the problem and not the lights. Maybe you'll have better luck with that. I would say that concludes our campus tour for the day. First day of classes, August 22nd, 2024. Good luck. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I mean, I want not that.